Peace and love, peace and love. What time is it? Hey, me and I got a special guest here, Mr. Doug, Dr. Doug, and we sitting here talking about critical thinking. He had a point that he wanted to make as far as how do you flush the nanotechnology that's being sprayed in the air from your body. That's under the assumption that you realize that there are chemtrails and that they are spraying the sky and that you care what's inside that spray and what you can do. So, what are some methods, Mr. Doug, or what should one do to help them, prevent them from the effects of this chemical environment?
Well, it's really about the environment, your personal environment. So we know that they spray chemtrails. We know that they produce all different types of chemicals, not only barium and aluminum, but sulfur dioxide. There's a high level of chlorine dioxide that's in the environment. So the only way that you really can create an environment that's conducive for your expansion and to create a inert environment, meaning that it destructuralizes the chemical. The chemical don't disappear, but what you do is you create an environment where it cannot thrive. So the only safe place to do that is in your home, because you spend most of your time outside of your house anyway. So when you're at home, you should always remember that keep your home in a clean space, meaning like orgone. Orgone creates a wonderful positive ion. When you build orgone or you place orgone around your home, you actually create an inert environment for a lot of toxins that are being pumped into the environment. As you can see, there is a couple pyramids that's sitting out in front of the yard that we're sitting at now. So for me, it's not a concern, because I found a way to deneutralize the chemicals that I'm being bombarded with. And that is by 2 or 3 different ways. One being orgone, the second being drinking plenty of clean alkaline-based water, eating lots of raw greens, nuts, and seeds, and plenty of sunlight. At that rate, it's possible that you could give yourself a little boost. We're not saying that you're going to completely eradicate all the chemicals that's being sprayed, but you can reduce that chemical diseased area probably by 75 to 80% just by doing those 3 simple things.
So, Mr. Doug, I see you have that pendant on. So,
yeah, this is called a NRG. It's a Necklace Radiant Generator. It has a hologram, and the hologram is based upon applied quantum science, and it emits 38,000 healing codes. The hologram itself is set inside of a orgone piece. This orgone piece is one of the, if not the strongest orgonite that you will be able to find. It has about maybe 8 to 9 different types of crystals and stones. It also has high-grade copper, 24 karat gold, leaf flake silver, and of course it's one of my special pieces where I have taken a hair sample and a fingernail sample and placed it inside of this pendant. So wherever I am, this pendant is radiating my DNA. So I'm connected to this thing probably within about 300 to 400 feet.
Wow. And that's 2 different technology. That's a hologram technology and orgone energy.
Right.
And
have,
DNA.
Right. So you have your orgone energy, and then you have your applied quantum science. And then you implement those 2 to create a Necklace Radiant Generator, which is the most, like I said before, the most powerful orgone
that you're gonna find.
Bar none.
Well, shoot. Well, tell me about, don't you got some special light bulbs too that you use, that I use, that you turned me on to?
Yeah, well, I have these bulbs. They're called Pure light bulbs, and these are bulbs that have a titanium dioxide coating on them. So they're LED lights, but they do not produce blue light. Remember, their blue light is produced by the sun. So when the sun goes down, your lights should not be producing blue light. One of the great things about these bulbs is they kill probably about 150 types of viruses and bacteria. Everything from salmonella to Legionnaire's disease to viruses.
E. coli.
Biofilm. There's a numerous amount. You can go to the website, and that website will be put in a search engine. Put it in a URL and put it in as such: HTTPS World Changer 125 dot pure space light.com. All the science, all your questions you may have, there are answers on that webpage. I've had these bulbs in my home ever since, last January?
Oh,
Last January, and the bulbs are unbelievable. I mean, as far as they kill mold, you know how people burn stuff in their home, they cooking stuff, they might burn something. You have these bulbs burning, within 5-10 minutes, you can't smell anything in the house. It's completely unbelievable.
For a short while, the way you proving it to me was, I know that the wife doesn't allow you to smoke in the house, and when she was at work, we got to have one cigarette in the house, and then go outside and come back in, and you couldn't smell that the cigarette been smoking in the house.
Right, cigarettes, burnt, or you have people have oil and stuff on their clothes. You walk into the house, you can smell all these toxins. These bulbs actually kill. I promise you, these bulbs work. They kill viruses, mold. I have a video. It was a short video, and then I just did like these picture frames of this organic pineapple that I had peeled. I left it sitting out on my kitchen table underneath one of these bulbs. This pineapple completely dehydrated, and it had about 2% mold on it. And that was because, it's sitting out in the open air. It's just under that one bulb. But to have a whole pineapple to dehydrate, and you can eat the pineapple was unbelievable to me. As far as my daughter, matter of fact, my daughter was sick probably about a week ago. I think she was sick. She came in the house sick. I think about 48 hours later, she was fine. So the bulbs, they're the best bulbs that I have actually had an opportunity to use. And like I said, I've been using for over a year now. And they are everything that they are advertised.
So to put the spin on critical thinking is understanding that there is a concern or a challenge, and then working the steps through a solution.
Right. So we understand the concern, but what is the solution? The solution is when a person get up and do. Problems are always discussed. Solutions are the ones that need to come to fruition. And a lot of times we don't take the proper steps to make things better. And in actuality, it's real simple. If you see something that's irritated to you on a spiritual or even on a physical level, then from a psychological perspective, then you should take the initiative and try to bring about change. And you can only bring about change on a personal level. When you bring about change on a personal level, then it manifests itself outside of who you and where you are.
That's what I'm talking about. And with that energy, look at that beautiful dog playing with the sun. See the clouds shaped like a dog? And then the sun, the mouth is right in the dog mouth. The legs right straight down.
Like the back end Lassie to me.
Yeah, that Lassie there, man, extra heavy.
Yeah, like a Y right here.
Yeah, That's how the universe works.
Them chemtrails.
Yeah, they are. But they take our shape.
See how they spreading the scalar energy is doing. The Earth is alive, man, and you know people need to understand that.
See, that's directly up over us. Now, since we sitting here with all this positive energy, look at that, man. We shaping the clouds.
See, everything's coming out.
Everything is everything.
I can't believe these people ain't bringing my shit.
All right. Until next time. That was Dr. Doug. Peace.
Namaste.